Welcome to the weekly ComicWeb Old Time Radio program podcast. We sell old-time radio programs, Golden Age comics in PDF format, and we have other free podcasts. Visit comicweb.com for more information or find us on Facebook and iTunes. This week our podcast features an episode of Mr. District Attorney called Set Up for Reentry. We're not quite sure when it first aired, either the late 40s or early 50s.
The Mutual Broadcasting System proudly presents Mr. District Attorney. Mr. District Attorney, champion of the people, defender of truth, guardian of our fundamental rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Mr. District Attorney, transcribed, starring Jay Jostin in the title role, Glenn Doyle as Harrington, and Vicky Vola as Miss Miller.
And it shall be my duty as District Attorney not only to prosecute to the limit of the law all persons accused of crimes perpetrated within this county, but to defend with equal vigor the rights and privileges of all its citizens.
In just a moment, Mr. District Attorney. But first... While a great deal has been done about improving our schools, our educational system, particularly at the elementary levels, still shows serious deficiencies in many areas. The reason for the inadequacy of many of our schools is the flood of increased enrollments. Between 1953 and 1960, we may expect 1.5 million more pupils each year. It's a statistical certainty that this rise in school population will heighten the already critical shortages in schoolrooms, staff personnel, and transportation unless action is taken now. By taking an interest in our schools, we can help make sure that our towns get the best possible schools for the money expended. Good schools are vital factors in maintaining both prosperity and a high social level for the area in which they are located, as well as contributing to the prosperity and security of the nation. So, if you're a parent or interested citizen, why don't you see what you can do? Join and work with your local school board or any civic group that is trying to meet this problem. Education molds our future. Better schools build a stronger America. This message is brought to you as a public service. And now the Mutual Broadcasting System invites you to listen to Mr. District Attorney. Two men are meeting in an expensive residential hotel on the outskirts of Paris, France. One is Melvin Renshaw, American sportsman, social leader, and lawyer. The other is his only client, Rocky Rittano, multimillionaire racketeer, deported by the United States Justice Department 2 years previously.
Okay, Renshaw, so it's not a permanent visa. It's a passport, ain't it? It'll get me back into the States, won't it?
Only for 6 months, Rocky.
That's long enough. All I want to do is get rid of Lenny and floss on the narcotics end and take care of Lomazzo trying to horn in.
The immigration boys are smart, Rocky. All we can alter in this passport is the picture. You'll have to bleach your hair and grow a mustache to come anywhere near the description.
So in Paris, they got the best beauty parlors in the world. And I got a month to grow the mustache.
Very well. You can sail on the Queen from Cherbourg on the 18th of next month. I'm flying home tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, I assume that you're expecting to stay with us while you're in town. My wife will be delighted to have you as our guest.
She, say so?
Well, frankly, no. But she doesn't have to. I'll tell her.
When do I get the passport?
I have it with me.
Say, you getting cute or something? Come on, let's have it.
It's made out in the name of Lebrec. Henri Lebrec. Perhaps you'd better learn to pronounce it.
Never mind the comedy cracks. Gimme.
Getting back into the States means a lot to you, doesn't it, Rocky?
Yeah. Let me have the passport.
Let me see. You'll net at least $1 million on the narcotics deal alone. Then you have at least that much still on deposit under assumed names.
Okay, Renshaw, quit stalling. What's the bite this time?
The bite? Oh, yes. Your lamentable lapses into the vernacular must be excused. However, Rocky, the bite as you so quaintly put it, is $100,000. Just let me have it in cash. Checks are so easily traced.
Well, Wally, it's nice to see my favorite court reporter back. And nice of you to drop up here to the office and say hello. How was Europe?
Oh, Europe is terrific. Especially Paris.
Hey, you picked up a cold, huh?
Oh, a beaut.
Better take care of it.
I am. Do district attorneys ever eat cough drops? Here, have one.
No, thanks.
Made in France.
Yes?
Pour la malaise de la gorge. You know what's amazing? The way everybody in France speaks French, even the kids. Any sensational cases while I was away?
No, not a thing new. I believe you're familiar with the situation on the waterfront.
Well, that reminds me.
Yeah, what?
Funny thing, I ran across a guy on the Queen coming back that I can't get out of my mind.
Yeah?
His name was Lebrec.
Lebrec?
Henri Lebrec.
Oh, should I know him?
I don't know. I got a feeling I should. It's like trying to remember the name of a tune. Got the craziest notion I've seen him somewhere before, somewhere important. Like the Rogues Gallery.
Get your evening paper here. Read all about it. Get your paper.
Hiya, Johnny.
Well, Mr. Johnson. Hiya. Hey, you've been in Europe.
Yeah, I got back today. Give me a news, will you?
Yeah, sure thing, Mr. Johnson. Here you are.
Thanks.
Boy, Mr. Johnson, you sure got a cold.
Yeah, you said it. I'm trying to figure if I should take it home or take it to the fights tonight. Where's the sports page in this rag? Here it is. Wow. So Melvin Renshaw has been made chairman of the boxing commission. They sure must have been hard up. Hey.
What, Mr. Johnson?
Melvin Renshaw. Rocky Rotano's shyster lawyer. Johnny, I remember now.
Remember what?
I remember the face. Here, Johnny, keep the change. I'm going to make a fast call on the chairman of the boxing commission. Who knows? I might get into a fight myself.
Melvin, please.
Mona, I don't want to argue about it.
I will not have Rocky Rotano in my house.
Shut up. He'll hear you.
Well, I won't.
It may be your house, but Rocky bought it. He's paid for everything we've got. He's my only client, and he's staying with us for as long as he's in town. Now go get yourself another headache, or go to bed, or go somewhere.
Melvin, I know you don't love me, but that man in the same house as a child Catherine's age is... Well, surely as a mother, I'm entitled to some consideration.
Listen, Mona, everything you're entitled to, you've got. You've got me and this house. You wanted security, you've got it. I wanted your respectability. Now, if you expect to continue to live this way, I suggest that you make our guest stay pleasant.
Last of the cough drops. I feel like dying.
Yes?
Mr. Renshaw?
Yes.
Wally Jansen, Associated News.
Well?
Mind if I come in?
I'm afraid I'm busy.
Oh. I got a terrible cold. I think I must have caught it on A deck of the Queen Elizabeth.
Come in.
Thanks.
Come into my den. We can talk quietly in there.
Okay. That's a nice home you've got here.
Thanks. In here.
Thank you.
All right, Jensen. What's on your mind? I'm in a hurry.
Renshaw, I've got a crazy notion. A guy named Henri Lebrec had the cabin across from me on the Lizzie.
Get to the point.
Well, I've got a crazy notion his name wasn't really Lebrec.
That's all?
I think it was Rattano. Rocky Rattano.
How interesting.
Mm-hmm. Your picture in the paper reminded me that you're his lawyer. It also reminded me who Henri Lebrec looked like. Where is he, Renshaw? Hiding him in a closet someplace?
Mr. Rattano is in Paris. He was deported. You know that as well as I do.
Oh, but he's back, isn't he? Back to reorganize the rackets, back to straighten out a few things, jack the rough boys up a bit, tighten up the waterfront. Am I right?
Jansen, you're a good reporter. It's unfortunate that you can't have a longer career.
Oh, now, Renshaw, no guns. I'll get Hopalong Cassidy after you.
Do that. In the meantime, I'll get somebody after you. Somebody who really knows how. Rocky, come in here, will you? I always say it's silly to beat around the bush. Don't you, Jensen?
Oh, so he is here.
Yes. But the information won't be of much use to you.
It will be to the DA's office. He's a friend of mine.
Oh?
A very close friend.
I'm glad you told me.
I heard somebody at the door, so I was staying in my room until... Oh. Trouble?
His name is Jansen, Rocky. Wally Jansen. Associated News.
Cabin 29A. He was on the Queen.
Small world, isn't it, Rocky?
Yeah. Too small. For you, not for me.
Rocky, you did pretty well. Bleached hair, mustache. Too bad the guy across the hall had to be a close friend.
Renshaw, is it dark yet?
In an hour.
Give me your gun.
Yeah.
Get the car out quick.
Right.
Jansen, I've been working for months to re-enter the USA. I'm real fond of this country.
Oh, it's too bad it isn't mutual.
So I can't let anything spoil it. I want you to know I got nothing against you personally.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Smart, aren't you? Jansen, it's too bad. I'm sorry, but I got news for you. You're gonna die. Turn at Brand Street, Renshaw. Turn out into Pier 13.
I'm glad you aren't superstitious, Rocky, but let's get this over with.
What are you going to do?
You'll see.
Listen, Rocky, this has gone far enough. You can't get away with this. The DA knows about Lebrec.
Yeah? Well, he won't be around to print the story, and by that time I'll be out of the country.
Just don't plan on leaving without me. I don't want to be left holding the bag.
You're on your own from now on, Renshaw. If it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't be in this jam. Okay, newsboy, get out.
All right, Rocky, I'm telling you. The DA's office is just waiting for something like this. He's my friend. He'll never stop till he gets you.
All right. Start walking. Turn around, face the water.
Now, Rocky, don't do it.
Too bad. Kind of a nice guy, too.
We'll return to Mr. District Attorney in just a moment. Some like it hot, with the fierce clash of man's war against crime, and some like it cold, with the dedicated purpose of a vigilant fight against evil, and some like it with a touch of the unknown, flavored with a hint of the weird and the unusual. But practically everybody likes a good mystery. For all lovers of the eerie and the mysterious, Mutual brings program to suit any preference. There's Counter Spy, the spine-tinkling exploits of David Harding and his everlasting battle to preserve our country's security. High Adventure stars the hero George Sanders and dramatizes thrilling moments from the lives and places of peril throughout the world. While Bulldog Drummond presents the suave and sophisticated private detective played by Sir Cedric Hardwicke. And with his own unique brand of hair-raising narration, Peter Lorre brings you Nightmare, featuring tales of the unexplainable. With great stars and great shows, you can't go wrong when you dial Mutual for mystery. Walk hand in hand with suspense, danger, and intrigue. Hear Counter Spy, High Adventure, Bulldog Drummond, and Nightmare every week over most of these stations.